Hello everyone, I'm Claw, and welcome back to How Things Got Their Name. We're in for a long one today, the United States of America. We're doing this in the most logical order, the release date of the 2000 state coins. Starting with Delaware. It takes its name from a defunct storage container company that turned into Tupperware. Pennsylvania is named for a famous politician. It was given to this person by old King Jorge himself. That man was John Sylvania. New Jersey was named after the Jets had another losing season and changed their uniform. Georgia takes its name from a misspelling. It was originally supposed to be Algoria, but King Jorge was dyslexic. Connecticut has an interesting history of its name. Massachusetts was named after a British guy with a Bostonian accent trying to gobble down a lobster roll. It's a Massachusetts, isn't it? It's a Massachusetts, isn't it? Maryland was named after the Bloody Queen Mary. The original settlers saw merit in bathing in the blood of innocents. It's also why Washington, D.C. is there. South Carolina got its name from its location, north of Georgia, or Algoria for those in the know. New Hampshire, pigs. It's named for pigs. Virginia was named after a crazed sex fiend who was fond of the ladies but terrible at spelling. New York got its name from New York City, which is actually in this state. North Carolina is named after its founder, Kanye West's daughter, Northwest Carolina. Rhode Island isn't even really a state, so we'll skip it. Vermont also takes its name from its location. Ver being the Old Norse word for north, and Mont being the Middle Age term for the United States of America. Kentucky takes its name from its most famous alcoholic, Kenneth Tuck. Tennessee is named for the distinct purpose to be the most commonly cited pickup line, "You're the only 10 I see." Ohio is the only state named based on its border, as they are round on the edges and high in the middle. Ah, those famous Mid-Ohio mountains. Louisiana is named after a failed spades game where George Washington and William Taft, no relation, lost naming rights to Lewis and Anna Swampland. Indiana was named after a famous movie hero, Indiana Jones. Mississippi takes its name from a famous schoolyard song, M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Illinois is named as a joke. In ASCII, an uppercase I and lowercase l are identical. The jokers who named it this thought it would be funny for people trying to figure out what combination of I's and L's were at the beginning of the name. Alabama is named after an elephant of a popular SEC football team. Why the elephant is named Alabama? Why does it roll? What does it have to do with the tide? Why is it crimson? These are all answers that have been lost to time. Maine gets its name from the front part of a lion. Missouri is named because anyone who lives here is miserable. Arkansas has the same origin as 10IC and is used in the same successful pickup line. Michigan, unfortunately, was named after so many states have been named, the colonists were getting bored. Mitch is a colonial word for aggravation, so the real name is Aggravation Again, or Michigan. Florida takes its name from the famous 2000 rapper, Flo Rida. Texas gets its name from when somebody accidentally sends a message by sitting on their phone, now known as butt dialing, but previously called text-assing, which is shortened to Texas. Iowa has an interesting history. When being named, the group could not come up with a name and gave them an IOU. The U was changed to a W, which gave us IOW, which when said as a word doesn't flow, so A was added. Iowa, or Io, is still waiting for a real name. Wisconsin is named as such because it's west of the state Consin, and people spell no good. California is named after the mythical location in the Mama and Papa's California Dreaming song. Minnesota was named in an effort to convince the residents to lose some weight. Instead of getting a mega gulp, just get a mini soda. Oregon is named after the real-life trail of the world's best video game is based on. Kansas was the name of James Caan's donkey. West Virginia was actually named before Virginia, based on the founder's favorite hooker, Nevada is an old cowboy word for places where people lose their money. Nebraska is named after corn. Colorado is named after the beautiful color of the sun reflecting off the mighty Rocky Mountains. The color is known as Ado. North Dakota was named after the state of Dakota. The North is to designate that these were Union soldiers. Little known fact, the entire United States Civil War was fought in the state of Dakota. South Dakota, see previous entry, but substitute Union for Confederate and North for South. Montana is named after the best girl ever. Washington gets its name as a nod to the founder of peanut butter, George Washington Carver. It is also why this state has a jar of Jif on their state flag. Idaho. Now Idaho. Wyoming gets its name as a portmanteau of "Why are you coming here?" A question that is still asked in these parts to this day. Utah is a Mormon word for place where Colt lives. Oklahoma sadly gets its name from its disenfranchised residents. It translates to, okay, a home. New Mexico gets its name from the place where America dropped nuclear bombs after destroying Old Mexico. Interestingly, the country of Mexico takes its name from this state. Arizona literally means arid zone. Alaska got its name from the English-speaking Inuits' practice of requesting permissions for everything. It translates to, I'll ask. And then, like most states, ends with an A for some reason. Hawaii is the Polynesian word that means, fuck you, James Cook. And that brings us to the end. Like the Oahe sunset, we come to a close. Follow me for more How Things Got Their Name. Until then, goodbye.